Hi, you need to understand the importance of some updates to Pearson Test of English. Just knowing what questions were added in Pearson Test of English, that alone will not solve. That alone will not help you to score superior scores, right? So it's important that we know how Pearson has brought in some changes in the overall assessment criteria itself. So in this video, I would like to let you know what are those questions in each module that actually carry what kind of percentage uh, questions carry. So that is very important. So let us start with the speaking module. So in speaking module, Pearson brought in some changes also. So it added two questions, and it also brought in some changes with respect to short answer questions. So let's talk about the questions that were added. So the questions that were added in 2025 August, right? The two questions were what? Respond to your situation and summarize group discussion. But first, out of seven questions in speaking module, there are some questions that carry significant weightage to a speaking module. First, let us talk about out of seven questions, describing an image question carries around 28 points. That is 31% of 90, 90%. 31% of 90. Right? That is nothing but 28 points you will get from your performance in describing an image question to your speaking score. Then followed by summarize group discussion, and then repeat sentence question and read a lecture. So these are the questions, these four questions in that order. First is what? Describing an image. Next is summarize group discussion, then repeat sentence, then we have read a lecture. These four questions carry six, and then respond to your situation. These questions carry weightage to speaking module in that order. But speaking module also carries significant weight to your listening score. From speaking, the question that carries significant weight to your listening module is what? Summarize group discussion question. That alone can carry around 18 points to your listening score. Then followed by a repeat sentence question. And we have a short answer question, but it doesn't contribute very heavily, of course. But it does contribute maybe around 3 to 4 points, but it doesn't contribute significantly to your listening module. And just because of your poor performance in answer short question, you will not fail in getting superior score in listening module. So you don't have to worry about answer short question. But when it comes to speaking module, so you need to understand, if you are trying for 88 in speaking module, that's a superior score, right? So you need to score very well in image question, describing an image question, then followed by summarize group discussion, respond to your situation, repeat sentence, and read a lecture. These questions carry significant weight. Let's come to writing module. So when it comes to writing module, or right, the update is that there are no new questions, of course, but Pearson has increased the weightage of questions. There are just two questions. One is called summarize group discussion, and the other one is essay question. Essay question alone will contribute 28 points to your writing score, and summarize group discussion contributes 25 points to your writing score. So 25 plus 28, almost 53 to 54 points you will get from your performance in writing module to your writing module score. Then what about other, let's say, points to your writing score? You might wonder. That comes from only listening module. Only listening module, there are two questions that contribute to your writing score. One is called summarize spoken text question, which contributes 16 points to your writing module, and write from dictation contributes 23%, so almost 20 points. So we get, so overall, right, for your writing to be 90, because for a superior score, 85 is the superior score in writing module, and that is possible only when you score very well, and if you don't give any chance to Pearson's AI technology to spot anything as a mistake in within writing module, and also from listening to writing module. Summarize spoken text also, you should write your response in such a way that you cannot give a chance to Pearson's AI technology to find anything as a mistake. Number one. Number two is write from dictation. There is a way to get full score unless your responses are going to be treated as a properly grammatical correct sentences. Only then you will get score to your writing score, otherwise you will not. So you understand all that, right, as part of our strategies for on the way to superior score. So when it comes to reading module, so the one update is what Pearson removed the contribution from reading module to writing score. That is, earlier Pearson used to call fill in the blanks read and write question. Now they are calling it fill in the blanks drop down, and now Pearson stopped the contribution of that question to your writing score anymore. So we don't have any points from coming from reading to writing module anymore. But reading score is the result of, so reading module, there are 5 questions, and Pearson has given almost 45% of your reading score comes from 2 questions. One is fill in the blanks drag and drop, and fill in the blanks drop down. Only from those 2 questions you'll get 45%, almost 40 points of your reading score comes from those 2 questions. Followed by reorder contributes almost 8 points to your reading score, and then multiple choice, multiple answer, and single answer, we get 5% of your 90. So almost 4 to 5 points you'll get from those 2 questions. But you get points to reading score from summarized group discussion of writing module. That question contributes almost 21 points, 20 to 21 points you'll get right only from that question category called summarized group discussion in reading a writing module, and you will get 20 to 21 points to your reading score. And also from listening you get 3 points from highlight cut summary, and we'll get almost 12 points from your highlight incorrect word question to your reading score. That's how right. And of course, superior score is just 70 for Australian PR, which is possible if you do well. If 80% of your questions go right within reading, then you'll get points from other modules, right? That is listening module. And no module contribute, writing module contributes and listening module contributes. Then when it comes to listening module, your listening score is not just because of your listening module performance, it is majorly because of your speaking performance. Only from speaking you will get a significant score, almost 45 points you will get from speaking module to your listening score. So within listening you are attempting, there are 8 questions in listening, and out of that you will get by attempting those 8 questions you will get around 40 to 45 points only to your listening score. But major chunk of your score comes from your speaking performance, because your listening skills are actually assessed in speaking questions. But from listening you get points to reading, and you will get points to reading writing score also. But you need to understand, see, if you're targeting for superior scores, then you need to understand the very importance of the contributions from how speaking contributes to speaking and listening, how writing module contributes to writing and reading, how reading module contributes only to reading, but listening module contributes to reading, and writing module contributes to reading. Listening module contributes to, as I said, speaking module contributes to listening, and listening module contributes to 2 modules. Listening module contributes to reading and listening module. So when you are very clear about the contributions and the weightage of the questions, only then your preparation will be very good. And you also need to understand the tips and strategies for all these questions.